Welcome back. The Securities and Exchange Commission itself is reeling from a major breach. The regulator was forced to retract a false social media post which claimed they had approved the Bitcoin ETF for trading last night. Eamon Javers has more for us. Eamon?
Kelly, well, we got some information about the hack of the SEC's Twitter, now X account last night from a posting by X's security team. Remember that in the 4 p.m. hour yesterday, the SEC's official account published a statement suggesting that a Bitcoin ETF had, as you say, been approved. That triggered Bitcoin prices, but within moments, the SEC said it was not true and their account had been compromised. Now, overnight, X posted a statement saying the compromise was not due to any breach of X's systems, but rather due to an unidentified individual obtaining control over a phone number associated with the SEC Gov account through a third party. X also said that the SEC account did not have two-factor authentication enabled at the time of the hack. Now, that's a standard extra layer of protection, and it's going to raise questions about why the SEC did not take this pretty obvious security step on such a high-profile account. I reached out to the SEC this morning for their side of this. I've emailed them, called them throughout the day today. I have not heard back from them yet today, so nothing from the SEC today in response to what the X account put out last night. And, of course, there is some rich subtext to all of this, Kelly. As you know, X is owned by Elon Musk. He's been a bitter critic of the SEC for years, so the blame game here could be particularly pointed. Back over to you.
Well, and people were, of course, having a field day with this. The only thing I wonder, Eamon, in a longer last week, and I doubt this, look, it looks obvious they're close to approving the Bitcoin spot ETF. I don't think this would derail that. But do you think on some level they want to go, well, screw you guys? You know, look what's happened. Here we are trying to help legitimize and broaden the industry, and you go ahead and give us one of the biggest black eyes we've ever had.
Yeah, well, I mean, to be fair, I don't think anybody at the SEC ever sits around saying, screw you guys to anybody. That's officially anyway. But look, I mean, you know, there's a real question about whether this cage rattling that happened yesterday is going to delay the Bitcoin ETF, spot ETF, which everybody has been expecting to come any moment now. The question is, why would it, though, right? I mean, if you were the SEC, you've kind of made the decision, you've run the traps on it, you're ready to go. Why really would a Twitter mishap like that impact your decision to go ahead with this? I mean, you might want to just say, hey, everyone stop doing everything. Let's figure out what's going on here before we proceed and make sure that we can actually roll this out without another problem. And we do have control of all of our social media. So that might be what's going on. But again, we haven't heard from the SEC all day today on this. And, you know, we've been reaching out to them and we'd like to get their side of it.
Is the system back and secure?
Well, the SEC said yesterday that they had restricted access to the account, so they were able to get the account back. But we don't know beyond that what other accounts that they've been looking at. You know, Gary Gensler has his own personal account, which they used, ironically, to say that the other account had been tweeting something inaccurate. They tweeted out through the Gary Gensler account that was inaccurate. So if you're trusting things on that platform, how do you know which one to trust at this point, right? If these platforms are hackable in this way, can anybody rely on anything in terms of, you know, something that's market moving that they see on that platform, given the history here of people getting hacked over time?
All right. Eamon Javers, thanks very much. Appreciate it.
You bet.